Welcome back to Satoshi Vision TV. Today we're talking about Monero, privacy coins, and how they're a scam and how they're not private and how they can be traced. And it's basically over with, the nail in the coffin for Monero and all privacy coins, because Monero is the king of all privacy coins. Monero is the Bitcoin of privacy coins. All of these other privacy coins follow after Monero. So if Monero is flawed, they're all flawed. So here we go right here. I was on Twitter and there's a lot of people basically saying that, oh, Monero has a future and will survive because, and it will always have use because it has privacy. You can hide your transactions. You can hide who sent it, how much. Everything could be hidden on the blockchain and you can't read it. And this is the myth that they're basically telling. That's the propaganda that's being spewed, that Monero is totally, untraceable.
I went through
and now we're going to basically expose that as a lie, and we're going to let it be known that that is not what the case is. See, they're saying, oh, well, it's better than Bitcoin because it can hide transactions, because with BSV Bitcoin, all of your transactions are public. Everything is transparent. The ledger is transparent. You can look it up. Every single transaction that's ever been made is recorded on the blockchain. That's why it was created. It was created to stop nefarious activity and hiding things and stuff like that. That's the whole purpose of Bitcoin, to stop corruption. So basically, that's why they're saying that it's going to have a future. But now I'm going to debunk that, and I'm going to let you guys know. Here's a video showing basically that in court that they have already traced Monero. The feds are already on it. They already have cracked the code, and they already can find people who use Monero. Here we go right here.
You can delete your Lightning transactions. I went through and got a list of times. I went through and got a list of times when Monero's been successfully traced from like court cases that where Monero comes up. You can identify. You can like do word searches and stuff and find this stuff. So I went and found, I think, six criminal cases where Monero was traced and then the criminal was convicted of the crime, and put it together and made like this website called moneroleaks.xyz, where I go over how it's been traced and then what types of data it leaks that lead to it being traced, and a list of the attacks that are used to trace Monero. So that I point to now whenever sometimes I go on Twitter and I search for people who are saying Monero is untraceable, which is what they're saying all the time. And then I'll just be like, no, it's not. Here's examples where it's been traced.
Boom. Nail in the coffin. They've already done it in court. You could look it up online. There's court cases where Monero is mentioned and they use Monero transactions to convict somebody. It's over. There is no privacy coins. It's a lie. It's a myth. They can track it now. They're going to start booking people. But that's right there. They're showing you they can track it. Now, here goes a little thing I was looking up, man. Craig Wright spoke on this a minute ago. See, the thing about Craig Wright is I have my differences with him, but I also agree with a lot of things that he says. And we are on the same agreements on a lot of things in crypto. And Craig Wright is one of the most knowledgeable people about crypto and Bitcoin in the space, if not the most. I got to give him his flowers for that. And Richard Hart is also up there too. He knows a lot about this space. Roger Ver, all of these pioneers, they're very knowledgeable about the space and they speak on a lot of these scams low key. Now, he said this years ago. Craig Wright said, he has consistently been hostile towards privacy coins. His views have been summarized as he rejects the idea that privacy coins are truly private. He claims they are traceable or will be. He often associates them with criminal activity, and he said he would rather help law enforcement trace them than to support them on some snitch shit. Now, key quotes that he said. People that say he claims Monero and others are traceable. Yes, I can make Zcash and Monero completely traceable. It means to start monitoring it all and attributing. This reflects on his core claims that privacy coins don't actually deliver true anonymity, and he says he has or could build tools to de-anonymize them. Dismisses privacy claims entirely. If you have a privacy coin, I will show you that it is basically as private as running through Times Square with your pants and around your ankles. This is one of the most widely cited lines, essentially arguing that privacy coins offer a false sense of privacy and security. Calls them crime coins. You use an anon coin, a crime coin, as this is all they are. I would rather teach the feds how to stop it. Yeah, he's on some snitch shit. He run to help the police. But look, His general hostility towards the concept. Some reports summarize in his position as viewing anonymous coins as fundamentally flawed or deceptive, even calling them pure hogwash in commentary about anonymity claims. So basically, man, Craig Wright, he don't miss when it comes to this scam shit. He be calling them out. He ain't no bitch. He'll call niggas out all the time. He's called out Richard Hart. Him and Richard Hart got into it on stage at some event live. You can look it up on YouTube. They got into an argument on stage. He calls out XRP. He been called out XRP as being a scam. We already know it's a scam. It's centralized. Ripple is a scam company who made their own coin just to ride the shitcoin wave and make money. They sold you the dream of it being the future of finance, and the banks are going to start using it, and it's going to take over Swift, and that's all the dream that you were sold for years, and it will never happen. It's just smoke and mirrors. It's a scam. That's what they do. These companies scam like that. So he's called out Ethereum. He's called out a lot of things, and he ain't been wrong about none of it. And here's just another example, Craig Wright speaking on privacy coins. So I just wanted to put this out there that privacy coins ain't private. It's a scam. I wouldn't use it now, because if you do anything criminal and you think that you finna get away, all right, think it's sweet. Thinking that, I just use Monero and I'm good. No, it ain't like that. They didn't crack the code. It's over. Privacy coins are going to be done. It's dead. Finito.